Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I appreciate your presence. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the trade which I took this morning on Euro GBP. I shared it on my Discord group and we got results. So I'm going to show you exactly how to make money from the Forex market. It's easier than you think, but you do need to know exactly what you're doing. Let's get straight to it. So we'll first start off with the 4H time frame. As you can see, the overall price direction is bullish. Okay. What do I look for next? I need to identify 4H demand zones. We have a demand zone right here. Just like so, I mark it out and just leave it. Then we'll drop down to 2H time frame. On 2H time frame, we can see that this same zone is still right there. So nothing to do right here on 2H time frame. And now we'll drop down to 1H time frame. 1H and 30M is where I identify my order blocks. Order blocks and supply and demand zones, I classify them as different. Supply and demand zones are large areas. Order blocks are more specific points of interest. Order blocks are specific candles within larger supply and demand areas. So there is a 1H order block right here. Now that we've marked it, our Asia session is this gray box over here. Asia session is made up of 8 1H candlesticks from 10 p.m. all the way down to 5 p.m. That is 8 candlesticks, and they summarize the Asia session. Asia session is when the volume reduces in the Forex market and you get sideways action just like this. When the price goes sideways, this is typically a characteristic of an Asia session, especially when we have a European pair such as Euro GBP. So what are we going to do next? Next, we're dropping down to 30M to tweak our 1H order block. This is it. This is our 30M unmitigated order block. Then we need to qualify this order block. We can see that this order block broke structure within 2 candles. That's our break off structure. So now that we have identified our order block, which hasn't been tested by the price at no point, now that we can see that this price was actually quite impulsive. Whenever price is impulsive and breaks structure quickly, just like in this situation right here, the price actually leaves imbalance. Okay, so the imbalance is the area in between these 2 red lines. So the area in between these 2 lines above Asia session and just below this wick is our imbalance. Price always needs to balance itself out. Price needs to seek efficiency. In order to be efficient, it seeks out areas which have liquidity imbalance. This area over here is where the imbalance is within Euro GBP. So you can see that this wick over here did not reach this level. If when the new candle opened right here, the price actually went all the way back to this level, then that means that the price has closed the imbalance gap, but it did not. It just dropped impulsively, then ranged for a few hours. And as you can see, this yellow oval is actually our imbalance. Okay, so price is going to seek to balance itself out. Imbalance is also called fair value gap. So price now needs to close this gap and is going to go towards this 30-minute unmitigated order block. With all these confluences, the only thing that we are anticipating for the price to do is that if the first move goes to this section right over here, then that's a good sign. So at this point, all we're waiting for is for the price to break out the Asia range, which is right here or right here. The first move out of Asia during the London session after 6 a.m. GMT is usually the liquidity grab. We are now on the M5 time frame. This is our first rejection. Now, depending on how you trade, you could have just placed your sell limit order like so, aiming your take profit to be the Asia low. This could have been your entry, just like that. But specifically, my entry is that I need to first see the price close within the a mitigated order block. And then secondly, I need to see an M5 engulfing that happens from within the body of the order block. So let's observe that happening right now. It has cleared the imbalance. All right, so price has now come back to that level. And here we had a close within the order block, followed by a full engulfing bearish candlestick. Now, because I was late to enter the price, I was late to enter my order. My entry was actually this candlestick over here. So once I saw this, I went to MetaTrader 4 and I started to place my orders, my risk entry. Once I saw this happening, I then quickly went to MT4. I started to place my stop loss and my entry. However, the price within the next candle started to pull back. As the price started to pull back towards this level, that actually increased and improved my risk to reward ratio. So that was my stop loss right around here. And my take profit was the low of Asia. So that is 6%. That's how I entered it. And then the price dropped and reached my take profit within the next 1.5 hours or so. This was the trade which I shared to my group, to my Discord group early in the morning. I will show you right now. Chart analysis. Today, this is the Euro GBP at 7:21, as you can see. 7:21, Thursday, 4th of January 2023 is when I shared this move. This move actually happened at 7:35. Take profit was 8:45. One of my students actually caught this move as well, right here. Shout out to him. And within the results section, this is it, 9:03, 12th of January 2023. It's when I posted that the Euro GBP first take profit reached 6% gained. This is it. And my student actually took profit as well. So this is how me and my students are making financial progress on a day-to-day basis. You can do the same. Join our team, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Blessings.